Baker. Rebecca is escorted by her parents, Christy and Doug Baker. This is Rebecca's second year in dance. And her other activities include color guard, drama program. She also plans to go into the film industry. Congratulations, Rebecca. Next up, Maddie Miller. Maddie is escorted by her mom, Amy Edwards, and her dad, Ronnie Miller. This is Maddie's third year in dance. Her other activities include working at Texas Roadhouse and spending time with friends and family. She plans to attend med school and become a surgeon. Congratulations, Maddie. Our third dancer is Peyton Shelley. Peyton is escorted by her mom, Michelle Shelley, and her dad, Jason Shelley. This is Peyton's fourth year in dance. Her other activities include drama club and listening to Harry Styles. She plans to study film at Ball State University and eventually move out west. Congratulations, Peyton. And our last dancer is Kaylee Smith. Kaylee is escorted by her grandparents, Debbie and Norbert Nellen. This is Kaylee's third year in dance. Her other activities include band and marching band. She plans to study biological science at Ball State to prepare for entering into veterinarian school. Congratulations, Callie. Let's give a big round of applause to our 2020 and 21 dance team seniors. At this time, we would like to introduce our cheer seniors.
So didn't Luke get any tickets this week?
Our first senior being introduced is Sophie Boyer.
Mike didn't take them.
Sophie is escorted by her mom, Stacy Henderson, and her dad, Jason Boyer.
This
is Sophie's fourth year in cheer, and her other activities include the mentor program, working part-time, All-American cheerleading, London's New Year Days parade, and recently serving through a mission trip. She plans to attend IU and study psychology. Congratulations, Sophie.
But she doesn't usually care.
Next up, Xandria Carter.
And you know how Karen, when
Xandria is escorted by her mom,
really
Erica
sick,
Carter,
so
and her dad,
I'm
Zach Carter.
For her to
This is Xandria's third year in cheer. Her other activities include track, mentor program, and 2 years in competitive cheer. She plans to go to college and become an eye doctor. Congratulations, Xandria.
Is Emma out there today?
No, I guess she had an appointment.
Our next cheerleader, Emma Long. Emma is escorted by her parents, Brooke and David Long. This is Emma's fourth year in cheer. Her other activities include competitive cheer, Riley Dance Marathon, National Honor Society, and tennis. She plans to study veterinarian medicine in college. Congratulations, Emma. Next up, Madison Mitchell. Madison is escorted by her mom and stepdad, Erica and Nick Bouse, and dad, Jeff Mitchell. This is Madison's fourth year in cheer. Her other activities include softball and working part-time at Texas Roadhouse. She plans to study biology at Indiana University. Congratulations, Madison. Our next cheerleader is Michaela Pearson. Michaela is escorted by her parents, Crystal and Andre Pearson. This is Michaela's fourth year in cheer, and her other activities include dance marathon and the mentor program. She plans to attend Ball State University and major in pre-dentistry. Congratulations, Michaela. Our next cheerleader, Maddie Tyler. Maddie is escorted by her parents, Julie and Rob Tyler. This is Maddie's fourth year in cheer, and her other activities include tennis, DECA, Dance Marathon Executive Committee, Student Council, Student Journalism, and the Mentor Program. She plans to attend University of Tennessee and major in political science. Congratulations, Maddie. Our final cheerleader is Erica Workman. Erica is escorted by her parents, Aaron Humphrey and Eric Workman. This is Erica's fourth year in cheer, and her other activities include dance marathon, mentor program, and HOSA. She plans to attend IU for pre-med. Congratulations, Erica. Let's give a big Tiger round of applause for our 2020 and 21 cheerleaders.
Muncie Central Bearcats visit the 1-0, 3-0 Yorktown Tigers in the 2020 Week 2 scheduled matchup here at Yorktown High School. This is the Muncie Sports Station pregame show presented by Jones Auto Body. Sydney Groback in our studios and Rob Fisher.
Now it's time for our football seniors. First up, number 45, RJ Bowder. RJ is escorted by his parents, Jamie and Frank
I had him in
Swart.
kindergarten.
This is RJ's first year in football. His other activities include drama club and track. He plans to attend Ivy Tech and major in electrical engineering while working in the union. Congratulations, RJ. Next up, number 79, Ian Bully. Ian is escorted by his parents, Laura and Ted Bully. This is Ian's fourth year in football. His other activities include swimming, band, and coaching the Yorktown Swim Club. He plans to study chemical engineering in college. Congratulations, Ian.
That was Zach Carter.
Our next senior is number 23, Zach Carter.
I don't know.
Zach is escorted by his mom, Erica Carter, and dad, Zach Carter. This is Zach's fourth year in football. His other activities include track and wrestling. He plans to run track in college. Congratulations, Zach. Our next senior, number 42, JJ Evans. JJ is escorted by his mom, Trish Whitting, and dad, Reed Evans. This is JJ's fourth year in football. His other activities include basketball and hanging out with his friends.
Not who's with
He plans to play football in college. Congratulations, JJ. Our next senior says number 22, but it looks like it's 82. Number 82, Alex Gibson. Alex is escorted by his mom, Andrea Smith, and dad, Mike Gibson.
I don't know.
This is Alex's fourth year in football. His other activities include track, mentor program, dance marathon executive committee, FCA, and New Life Youth Group. He plans to go to college and study biology and wildlife sciences. Congratulations, Alex.
We got 22.
Our next senior, number 80, Robbie Hook. Robbie is escorted by his parents, Melissa and Rob Hook. This is Robbie's first year in football, and his other activities include baseball, mentor program, National Honor Society. He plans to study dentistry in college. Congratulations, Robbie. Our next senior, number 85, John LaPrade. John is escorted by his parents, Annette and John LaPrade. This is John's fourth year in football. He plans to go to trade school to become an electrician. Congratulations, John. Our next senior, number 38, Carson Millspaul. Carson is escorted by his parents, Carrie Buck and Brad Millspaul. This is Carson's third year in football. His other activities include track and field and hunting. He plans to attend college or join the military. Congratulations, Carson.
Back tonight, don't we?
Look at mine.
Our next senior, number 88, Walker Moore. Walker is escorted by his parents, Sean and Steve Moore. This is Walker's fourth year in football, and his other activities include basketball, track, and DECA. He plans to play football and study business or architecture in college. Congratulations, Walker. Our next senior, number 75, Jonah Stockler. Jonah is escorted by his parents, Holly and Scott Stockler. This is Jonah's fourth year in football, and his other activities include mentor program, student council, a National Honor Society, and playing poker. He plans to attend Ball State University. Congratulations, Jonah. Our next senior, number 73, Caleb Stevens.
Poker on TV and I
Caleb is escorted by his mom and stepdad, Amy and Marco Orsani.
Yeah.
This is Caleb's first year in football, and his other activities include basketball and DECA. He plans to attend Ball State University. Congratulations, Caleb. Our next senior, number 39, Jaden Wagner. Jaden is escorted by his parents, Angie and Brendan Wagner. This is Jaden's second year in football, and his other activities include wrestling, baseball, and hanging out with his friends. He plans to study business management at Ball State University. Congratulations, Jaden. Our final senior is number 30, Justin Wales. Justin is escorted by his parents, Amy and Johnny Wales. This is Justin's 4th year in football, and his other activities include baseball, fishing, working on his truck. He plans to go to college and become an athletic trainer. Congratulations, Justin. Looks like we missed one. Sorry about that. Our final senior, number 43, Carson Stevens. Carson is escorted by his mom, Maria Stevens, and dad, Brian Stevens. This is Carson's 4th year in football. His other activities include dance marathon, student council, National Honor Society, and the mentor program. His future plans are still undecided. Congratulations, Carson. Let's congratulate all of our 2020 football seniors. Best of luck to all of our seniors that's been introduced tonight.
Who's the man was JJ? That wasn't who they said. They were shaking their head.
Week 2. So just putting it bluntly, I guess, what would you say has been the biggest challenge from a coaching staff perspective and for your student athletes as well preparing for this first game?
Well, definitely for us, it's been going, alive and 11 on 11 and just trying to, continue to build and gain that depth, because of the, circumstances that we're in and the pandemic we're in. It puts a damper on the number of kids you can travel with, so instead of having 65 kids, or 70 kids, you may only be able to take 40 or 45, so now that kind of cuts into your depth a little bit. And, also you got to try to get your guys in condition because, you kind of have to play some guys both ways, or at least making sure guys are ready to go, if they're needed on the other side of the ball or if they're needed at another position, so I would say that's been the biggest thing, just not being able to necessarily get as many reps for some of the younger guys and some of the guys that are kind of on the cusp of, playing on Friday nights or playing on Saturday mornings. It's been interesting and it's been a challenge, but, we're taking it on, and straight ahead and full stride, and we're excited.
Coach, in reference to last year, it is what it is, and there's a lot of context. People just look at the record, say 0-10, but the context of some of the close games and some of the games from the outcome of the score doesn't really indicate how close you were in some of those contests. So you have a lot of guys that were key contributors who had good years, and some that improving coming into this year, and even the ones that are starting that weren't a part of the team, very well aware with last year. So what's the balance in approaching last year of addressing it head on, hey guys, we got to be better, we were 0-10, and to the point of saying, but look how close you were in those games. How do you meld that balance together to motivate the guys, as you mentioned to me previous? This is a team very motivated to overcome last year.
Definitely. I would say that we've gone back and we've watched a lot of those ball games, and it's been, more so on the defensive side of the ball, just going back and saying, hey, we make a tackle here, or we squeeze and stay square here, or, we play cut back a little bit better, and it's a completely different ball game. So it's been, for us, visually going back and seeing how close, we are to truly, winning a ball game or losing a ball game, like, the sectional game. Obviously we lost by a point, and there were a couple 2-point conversions that we were maybe an inch or half a yard from getting that 2-point conversion, and who knows, maybe we win that game, maybe we don't. But, it's been for us really just a lot of self-evaluation and looking in the mirror, seeing what we can improve on and how we can be better and how we can, do everything we can to finish ball games out. And whenever we have an opportunity to make a play, if that's a defensive back catching an interception instead of, batting the ball away, we want that. We want to try to capitalize on all the opportunities and any and every opportunity that we can get, because they don't come as often as you like to. So that's been our big thing going forward this year is trying to really capitalize on our opportunities, capitalize on every opportunity that we can get to put us in a better position.
Darkley's the head coach of the Muncie Central Bearcats, joins us here on the Jones Auto Body pregame show as they visit Yorktown for their first contest of the 2020 high school football season here in week 2. And there's no doubt Shaka Griffin's your headliner. Last year, nearly 1,600 yards, 250 rushes, 17 touchdowns. A spectacular year for him. But as we talked going into the year, you know, the numbers are eye-popping, but you feel very confident about some of the other guys skill position-wise that could spell a little bit of that load from him. And so, you know, obviously you're going to want to get that ball in his hands as much as possible, but could there be an argument made that with less carries you could see an even more efficient Shaka Griffin this year?
Definitely. You know, we talked, and, you know, Shaka's a kid I've known since he was in the 4th grade. So, you know, we get to have completely open and honest conversations about everything. And one of those things was, you know, we want to keep you fresh. But, you know, at the same time, we're not stupid. We're going to get you the football. We're going to make sure we pound away. But if there are opportunities, if we see that, you know, we got a lighter box, or, you know, if we've got guys that are wide open that don't have anyone covering them, we're going to do what we can to mismatch and take care of that mismatch, you know. So just talking with him and just letting him know maybe we cut 5 carries out, but, you know, get 3 or 4 bigger runs in, you know, in the game, it could definitely help us and help him as well.
Coach, this is speaking of earlier in the interview when we mentioned some of the close calls. You know, this 33-14 loss that you had a year ago to Yorktown, that's one of those scores that doesn't indicate how close that was. You had a lead early in that game and had some opportunities down the stretch, and really your mistakes contributed to Yorktown's success. Your defense played really, really well. So how much do you take of that heading into this game? Because schematically Yorktown is totally different this year.
Yeah, they've completely changed their identity of what they want to do and how they want to do it. But, you know, at the end of the day, we know that they're going to be a team that's going to come out, be physical. They're going to come out and, you know, they're going to know their responsibilities. They're going to know their job. And we've just got to come out and make sure our technique is just as good, if not better, you know, so that we can close out the deal, you know, so that we can do everything we can to make sure we're not leaving any stone unturned and we're not letting any balls bounce the other way for us.
Darkley, the head coach of the Muncie Central Bearcats, in anticipation of tonight's first action of the year in the 2020 high school football season on the road against inner Delaware County foe, the Yorktown Tigers. Coach, thanks so much for the time. We'll talk to you after it.
All right, now you take care. Have a great day.
When we return, a conversation with Mike Wilhelm, the head coach of the Yorktown Tigers. That's coming your way next on the Jones Auto Body pregame show right here on Muncie Sports Station.
In 1930, H.J. Lehman opened his heating and electric business in downtown Muncie. Now, 85 years later, Lehman's, Inc. provides that same quality service and installation for heating and air conditioning systems. If you're in need of service for your existing system, a trained Lehman's technician will diagnose the problem and provide a proposal for repairs. If you're looking to replace your current home comfort system, Lehman's is a trained comfort specialist for this area. It's hard to stop a train. Call for an appointment to receive a free appraisal. Lehman's also offers financing for your new system. We're Lehman's. We're here for you.
It's a helpless feeling when plumbing issues arise. You're going out of town, or maybe you're having family over for a cookout. Hey, Reed's Plumbing understands, and they're here for you. Call Jason and Ashley at 744-7950 for emergencies or to set up an appointment. They're here to eliminate your inconvenience. And always check out Reed's Plumbing on Facebook and in the monthly Great Deals magazine for special offers all year long. With the help of Reed's Plumbing, your plumbing, sewer, or septic issues are taken care of. Proudly serving East Central Indiana. Call the best, flush the rest. 744-7950.
With all the changes going on with our new lifestyles, the one thing that hasn't changed at Albany Healthcare is the legacy of excellence that we offer to each of our residents. We are taking extra precautions, utilizing state-of-the-art personal protective equipment and screening all staff members for COVID-19 symptoms upon arrival. For this, we are seeing a positive impact and continue to remain COVID-19 free. The world around us is different right now, but the one thing that will never change is our dedication and compassion for our staff to your loved ones. For more information, call Albany Healthcare, 789-4423.
Hi, Adam Brown here with Tuffy Auto Service Center in Muncie. We want to first express our appreciation for this community who has supported us during this time. Our job here at Tuffy isn't to sell you a bunch of stuff you don't want or need, but it's to educate you on your car and let you make the decision. I believe that God has put us in a spot to truly make an impact on this community. We will always put customers first. We will always have your best interests at heart. So next time you need a car repair, big or small, come see the guys at Tuffy on McGalliard Road, just east of Wheeling.
Hi, I'm attorney Mitch Pippin. If you've been seriously injured, I understand you have options when hiring a lawyer. So what makes my firm any different? Well, simply put, I am the firm. I will be the one that meets with you, answers your questions, negotiates your claim with the insurance company, and tries your case in court if needed. No dealing with a paralegal, case manager, or an associate. That way, I know your case inside and out. To learn more, call me at 282-0282 or visit me at mitchpippinlaw.com.
Hi, this is Karen Dahl with Caldwell Banker Real Estate Group in Muncie. Today's real estate market is one of many challenges. This market is moving fast. When you and your family are ready to take that next step on fulfilling your dream, you're going to need someone with the experience and expertise to guide you through this most challenging process. I have the training and resources to make your dreams come true. Please remember, Karen Dahl and Caldwell Banker Real Estate Group, guiding you home.
You're listening to Delaware County High School football on Muncie's Sports Station.
Welcome back. It's the Jones on the Money pregame show here on Muncie Sports Station. Tonight, the Yorktown Tigers host the Muncie Central Bearcats in Week 2 of the 2020 high school football season as we rejoin our pregame interviews sponsored by State Farm agent Jason May and speak with Mike Wilhelm, the Yorktown Tigers head coach. Well, Coach, on Wednesday of last week, I asked you the question, okay, balance-wise, where would you like to be? And you said around 10 passes a game and then, how many whatever rushes we get. You had 39 rushes to 10 passes last week and won 48-0. Overall, you had to be very pleased, and also with that balance there, not to put too much on your young quarterbacks early.
Yeah, you're right. It's funny how that worked out. We plan for that, but rarely do those numbers play out like you plan. Just based on game circumstances. So we wanted to put the load on J.J. Evans, get our freshman running back Jalen Thomas some carries, get our fullbacks some carries, and really take the pressure off our young quarterbacks to let them make some easy throws. And being 6 of 10 for those two young gentlemen, I think is a solid start for them. And then obviously having 2 100-yard rushers. I don't know that Yorktown has had that in a while without it being a quarterback. So a solid start for the offense and exactly what we planned.
Well, overall, the playmakers that you have, as we talked about last week, were key contributors in such a different schematic approach. And that goes, offensively, but partly defensively as well. It's different in practice than it is games. So for them to execute the way they did on opening night with everything around it, the anticipation to get back, also with the circumstances involved, what were some of the things that you pointed out there from an execution standpoint?
Well, I mean, we obviously cover it 100% with the kids, what we need to do better, what we did really well. And to start the game the way we did is exactly what we planned also. We needed to come out fast and get the momentum right away in game one, and I'll give it to our defense. I asked for them to get turnovers, and on play one, they got a turnover. And then I asked for our offense to take care of the ball and drive the ball, and we did that on the first 2 series. So from an execution standpoint, I don't know that the first quarter could get any better than it did. To score 28 points, to get 2 turnovers was excellent. Second quarter, there was a lull, and we only scored 1 touchdown in the second. So our offense had a little bit of a lull. Our defense still executed very well, got them to punt the ball, didn't let them drive the ball. And then we wanted to come out in the third quarter and establish our offense again. We got the ball in the third quarter, and we went 3 and out right away. And that's probably the biggest thing we need to work on, is coming out at halftime as if it's that 0-0 game and continue to put the pressure on. We finally did get our momentum back in the third, and that carried over to getting everyone in the game in the fourth, which is always a good thing to do.
Mike Wilhelm, the Yorktown head coach, with us on the Jones on the Bunny pregame show. Their matchup with Muncie Central tonight. And you mentioned the defense, and one of the things, again, last week you mentioned to me was how fast this defense was, and with a lot of those Anderson playmakers trying to get outside the numbers and use the sidelines, your linebackers were, as fast, if not quicker, getting to the spot. Your defensive line did a great job with their offensive line overall, and I know a defensive-minded coach such as yourself loves when you have that 0 on the scoreboard for the opposition.
Yeah, Mark, we shoot for the shutout, and I think the most amazing thing to me, just watching the game, is how explosive we were. I mean, you got to put this into perspective. Our kids essentially have not done much in a weight room since March, and for us to come out and to be the more explosive team, I thought the quicker team, the faster team, having not done much work as a team since March, was impressive, and the most surprising thing amongst the coaching staff. So, before that last play of the game where they had a 48-yard run, we had held them to 50 yards of offense. And you're exactly right. They had playmakers all over the field, and we did a great job of executing our defense.
Coach, the matchup with Muncie Central tonight last year was a 33-14 win for you, but I don't know if that score indicates how close that was as far as a battle back and forth. And this is continuously, since your series started in 2014, has been a really close matchup, a lot of one-score games in those 6 years. So, this is the focus, I imagine, defensively would be that running game with Shaka Griffin. But what are the other keys and things you see in this matchup and this year's renewal of the series?
Well, I went back and watched last year's game, and I had forgotten that it was an all-out brawl in a figurative sense between us and Muncie Central. It was a tight game most of the way. We took advantage of scoring 2 times on defense. Other than that, you toss it up, flip a coin as to who wins that game. And I think it's going to be the same thing this year. You're looking at 2 teams that want to establish the run. But the real disadvantage we have is we don't know anything about Central. They've not played any games, any competitive situations at this point. We didn't trade any film besides some games from last year. So they could come out and do some things that we're not ready for. As a coach, I'm going to have to adjust on the fly, maybe call a timeout to get us situated.
Well, actually, no, we're going to go to break and then come back to keys, then take a break to cover the anthem, and then we'll be golden.
And it's good to get that game speed. You can't quite mimic that in practice, and we've been through that twice, and I hope that advantage falls our way. And not to mention a wet field. We have played very well on wet fields over the last couple of years. I look back at last year's Pendleton game where it rained the entire game, and we weren't supposed to win that game. Pendleton was supposed to be the better team, and we came out with a win on our home field. And I expect similar conditions tonight. I don't know that it will rain, but I plan on a sloppy field, and we need to take advantage of that.
Mike Willem, the Yorktown head coach, in anticipation of tonight's contest with Muncie Central in Week 2 of the 2020 high school football season. Coach, thanks for the perspective and the time. We will talk to you after this game this evening.
All right. Thank you, Mark.
When we return, more coming on the Jones on the Body pregame show. It's Yorktown and Muncie Central in Week 2 of Delaware County High School football right here on Muncie Sports Station.
Hey, whenever you need your car fixed.
Yorktown Tigers.
All right, good evening, everybody, and welcome to Yorktown as we get you just about ready here for kickoff here. The Yorktown Tigers and the Muncie Central Bearcats going to go at it. Our presenting game sponsor today, you see on the screen, Cooper Tire and Auto in Muncie. Cooper Tire and Auto is a locally owned and operated. Since 1974, we have built a reputation for excellent customer service, quality tires, and repairs that you can count on, all for a competitive price. Come check us out today. Cooper Tire is on South Tillotson Avenue in Muncie. As we see the Yorktown Tigers come onto the field. How about this? We are just about set here for national anthem, so we will take a quick commercial break. Be back for live football right after this.
Becoming a licensed sports official is a great way to make a positive difference in the community and support the over 160,000 Indiana student athletes that participate across 21 IHSAA sports. Sports officiating allows you to stay connected to the game, become a role model for our young student athletes, earn extra money, and support the patrons and communities of our IHSAA member schools. To learn more about becoming a licensed IHSAA official, log on to ihsaa.org/officials today.
Gaddis Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram of Muncie is your new and used vehicle dealer in Muncie. Drive the stylish and roomy 2020 Jeep Grand Cherokee Altitude with 4-wheel drive. The 2020 Ram 2500 Laramie Crew Cab has a 6.7-liter i6 engine to get the job done. And the customizable 2020 Ram 1500 and Ram 2500 for any size workload. Gaddis Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram is on the corner of Centennial and Wheeling in Muncie. And browse the entire inventory at BillGaddisChrysler.com.
For more than 35 years, online and through our branch office locations, Ruoff Mortgage has helped people discover, finance, and move into their homes with confidence. From the moment you send in an application to the day you get the keys, Ruoff keeps things moving exceptionally fast. By sharing knowledge and professional guidance, Ruoff Mortgage helps people see the potential and excitement in the homeownership experience. Visit one of our convenient branch locations or get started online at ruoff.com.
Hi, I'm Matt Wolford, president of the IHSAA Foundation, and we need your help. We need your help so the youth of our community can develop advanced leadership skills. We need your help giving high school administrators and coaches the instruction and insight they need to be better role models and teachers. To learn more or to make a tax-deductible contribution, go to ihsaafoundation.org. You'll not only be contributing to the foundation of the IHSAA, you'll be contributing to the foundation of our community.
Yorktown High School about set for Yorktown Muncie Central Week 2 of the 2020 high school football season. Let's head to the keys to the game, brought to you by Karen Dahl from Coldwell Banker Real Estate Group. Rob Fisher.
Well, for Muncie Central, I think it's very important that they get off to a good, solid first quarter start. Being at a disadvantage, not playing last week, not being able to have the scrimmage, certainly not a fault of their own. But I think that you can mimic some of that contact in practice, but you cannot simulate that game speed, and I think that that's a big advantage for Yorktown. So if Central can just get through that first quarter, get their bearings, and they'll be in good shape. Big thing for me with them too is their offensive line. Very young, as Coach covered with you in your conversation with him. They just returned one starter. So if they can get Shaka Griffin established, that's great. They're also big on Max Pittman in his arm. So if they choose to throw, that line also needs to protect him against a good Yorktown defense. So we'll see what develops there. For Yorktown, I say do what you do. Control the game on the ground just like you did last week. Keep Muncie Central's offense off the field. Then I think, let's see, it'd be interesting to watch if they try to take away Shaka Griffin. Don't let him beat us. Make some of these other, maybe a little inexperienced players be the ones that beat us.
Karen Dahl from Coldwell Banker Real Estate Group is focused on your happiness and making a decision to buy or sell your home. Her expertise and client-first approach is what you need to take that next step. Remember, Karen Dahl and Coldwell Banker Real Estate Group. You've been listening to the Jones Auto Body pregame show. Jones Auto Body fixes paint, chips, collision repair, and more. Give J.R. Fannin and his staff a call at 284-2593 so they can diagnose the problem in your car and get you back on the road. Jones Auto Body, proud to support all Delaware County schools this year. We're a tad worried about weather. It's turned out to be a beautiful evening. Just a little partly cloudy with a beautiful sunrise here in the background to the east, or to the west side of the field. The game time temperature brought to you by Lehman's Incorporated, 83 degrees, and that'll steadily drop as we get cooler and cooler after kickoff at 7:30 this evening. Since 1930, Lehman's Incorporated of Muncie has been providing the same quality service to heating and air conditioning units. They are the train comfort specialist for the area. It's hard to stop a train. Call for an appointment to receive a free appraisal. They're Lehman's. They're here for you. Rob Fisher, final thoughts before kickoff comes here at Yorktown High School between two inner Delaware County folks.
Well, I'm excited to see these two premier running backs and J.J. Evans and Shaka Griffin to see what both coaches try to do to scheme to try to control them. And it's like you covered on your show today, whenever you get the inter-county rivalries going, those games are always exciting. Obviously, we love to have more people here, but that's just not going to happen. But certainly looking forward to this.
It'll be Yorktown with the football first as Muncie Central will kick from right to left. It'll be Stephen Lovell to kick away, and the 3 men back deep to receive. At least 2 of them had big games a week ago. One of them back, Robbie Hook, the freshman Jalen Thomas, who had a big 62-yard touchdown last week against Anderson. Both back